Alright. We are so back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? Yeah, I have like I have like an intro screen now. Woo! I'm the green guy. I'm Gleb. I'm that green dude. What do you guys think? Look, we're in mission control. Yeah, woo! Isn't this everything you've ever wanted, guys? Isn't this what we wanted from our KSP stream? Hell yeah, guys. So, I think we should probably just get right into it. Oh, come on, dude. Like, that was so perfectly set up, and now I gotta... Oh my god. Guys, why isn't KSP... Okay, there we go. See, like, I really gotta work on those transitions, you know what I mean? It's like look, and then like my character's in here, and then it has to pop up, and I'm like, hey, what's up? Why do my transitions not work? And then I come back, and then I have to pop up again. I don't know. Anyway, what's up, guys? We're back. How's everybody doing? Again, that was just a little stupid thing to try out, you know, a little thing to do. But I think we should get into the game. So let's get into the game. We have 8 science here. We don't really have anything to spend it on. I mean, we could get mature supersonic flight, but I'm not going to do that right now. Well, actually, you know what? That doesn't give me a cockpit update, though, does it? Because this goes up to 75. We already have that researching, so we don't need that. We'll probably save it for either satellite era electronics or our 1958 orbital rocketry. Okay, where did we leave off last time? I'm trying to remember. I think we're ready to do our advanced bio and finish out this. Yeah, we are. Cool. Let's do that. Let's open up our B2 or our whatever we named it. I forget what we named it. I think we called it Bingzoid, like Gaper Bingzoid, something like that. How is everybody doing today, though? I'm so happy to be back. You know, guys, 2 days in a row. This is like a new 3-month record or something. Oh, I didn't accept the contract. I'm a buffoon. I'm a bingus. I'm a damn idiot, guys. I'm sorry. Alright, let's accept the contract. Alright. First advanced biocapsule. Ah, yes, the slow building B2. To be fair, it worked on its first try. So we only needed it once. And it worked once it worked, you know what I mean? Alright, so we can get rid of this part pretty much entirely. So, we need to build a little boost stage for our, well, what we'll do is we're going to put down another avionics and reroute it to that avionics. We can actually build the upper stage. Let's figure out how big our advanced capsule is. It's about that big. So what is it, like 750? Yeah, looks like 750. Alright, so we're going to use that for our basis. And now we need to basically put an engine on this thing that will just yeet it as fast as humanly possible. I think we're pretty limited on engines right now. So we could use our Vanuke. I think that's what we did last playthrough. And honestly, it might just be the play. So we'll see here. This thing isn't going to be pretty. I'm just going to warn you guys now. There's going to be nothing like attractive about this vehicle. However, what it will do is function. Hopefully. So yeah, what if we just did something like that? Not stringer. What delta V does that give us? Probably too much. That is probably excess to what we need. 3. Use 3 engines. Yeah, but then that's more likely that it fails. And I don't want it to fail. It's like preferably it just works, you know what I mean? Hello, little enzyme. Bop, bop, bop. We're going to give these a slight spin as well, so this will spin this upper stage. They also need ullage. Well, attached. Will attach, not attached. gosh, I'm such a buffoon. Gleb is so stupid. Sorry, Gleb, I didn't mean to insult you like that. Yeah, something like that. It's kind of sick nasty. We'd like to... We care about imparting spin with these. Which direction are these? That's going to spin us this way. Gonna be tilted like that then. I mean, sure, we can do it that way. That's fine. That's relatively good looking, I think. I mean, I know it's not like good looking, but you know, it does the job. All right, what's our base size here? 0.5. Which is fine. I primed some yesterday. And I got no Selly. I'm sad. Selly? Oh, celebration. Yeah, I don't know. I like when people like re-prime sub after already being prime subbed previously. For some reason, it doesn't always notify me. Genuinely no idea why. It's very sad because like that's like obviously a big deal when that happens. So I would very much like to know when that happens. But yeah, sometimes I just don't, and that's kind of annoying. And just there are different sizes for the body of the rocket. Yeah, I mean, it's less of a big deal here because we have all the interstage tools that RP1 gives you. But I know what you mean. Like, without that, it's so freaking annoying. I 100% agree. Alright, we're going to make this into a science core. Give it, like, probably a little bit more than that. Maybe give it 800 EC. And then, honestly, I think all we need to do is just slap a parachute on top of this, and this might just work. That's annoying. There's no nice parachute sizes, so we're going to have to make a little inner thing to make this look nice. Womp womp. Let's do it. So we're going to add a structural piece here. Make it into a cone. Bottom will be 750. I'm guessing the top just needs to be 7. I'm guessing that's 700. Oh no, it's a little bit smaller than that. That's like 650. Why is everything in like half sizes? It's actually like 625. It's a very weird size. Yeah, it's like 625. It's a little annoying. Alright, Bingzoid Bio is ready to go. We need to modify the launch mount, but not by much. Do we have enough controllable mass? No, we do not. We're going to have to add that. We're going to have to push that up to 15 there. Alright, let's check our staging here. So we go here. We separate... Oh, we don't need that decoupler anymore. That decoupler is now obsolete. So we go... Okay, we don't even need to really separate those ever. So we do this and those together. And we can fire our ullage. What is happening? Why can I not drag stuff? Oh, okay, guys, what's going on? Okay, something is very broken with these solid rocket motors. Oh, now they're separated. Okay, well, cool. And then, yeah, that is, in theory, all we need for this contract. Oh, wait, nope. I am a liar. Everybody call me a liar in chat. We actually need 200 units of sounding payload, which I forget pretty much every time. So, thank goodness I did not forget it. Because that's really annoying if you build this whole mission and then have something that you don't have for the contract. Alright, we need tank type. We need to put some sounding payload in here. And we need a little bit more than that. 200 units of it. I'm just going to get barely 200, just like that. Okay, now this is correct. Why does this thing look like an AIM-9? Yeah, it kind of does. It does look like just a big air-to-air missile, doesn't it? It's kind of funny. Alright, first stage, go. Ignition, good. Separation, ullage, second stage, good. And then recovery. Okay. So, let's make these fins maybe a little bit smaller. Alright, I think let's try it. Let's simulate this bee. I think this design will work. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. So we'll see. I have no idea. Genuinely not a clue. Wait, I wanted to see. What's our goal for today? What's the top Twitch today? Oh boy, we got a couple to beat here today. Oh my gosh, we have a rival VTuber. Bastards. Okay. So we gotta get to 36. That's just not happening. Well, we can try. Alright. Fly-by-wire on. Contract window up. Send it. This first engine is probably still our biggest source of, where's my hydration? That's a good point, you know. You guys can't really see me drink things when I'm gleb. A little bit annoying. Might have to fix that. What do you mean? Do you mean the channel point thing is gone? The channel point thing shouldn't be gone. I don't think. I'm gonna be honest, chat. We may have, like, grossly overbuilt this vehicle. Oh, and I can also make these into aluminum, which I probably will do. Yeah, we may have gone a little hard in the paint on this thing. Alright, this is the hard part. So we're going to spin, we're going to separate the stage, we're going to ullage, and we're going to fire. Okay, so we had a failure. Now, curious if we'll be okay. Channel points are proof, no more? Really? What? There are just no channel points? Oh. Hydration just isn't there for some reason. Huh. I don't know why hydration isn't there. I will add that back. In the meantime, so like...
Oh no! Oh no! No, no!
Yeah, that's fair. Did that actually play on the screen? Did that work? I hope that worked. Anyway, so, even though we did have a failure, it looks like we might still be able to do this. It's going to be really tight if we can. Yeah, see, the problem is once we lose any aerodynamic forces... Wow, actually, you know what? That is contract complete. Wow. So this thing can just completely miss an engine and we're still good. That's kind of sick nasty. Yeah, who needed them anyway? Yeah, we're fine. That was yeah, it seemed like a fine re-entry to me. I mean, none of this needs to survive. We just need to return the capsule. Alright. 1200, we can pull it. And yeah, that's fine. That will be recovered just fine. Okay! Let's go. First try on that. I think I will still set the first stage to be aluminum. Mostly because this is probably a very similar vehicle to what we'll use for our downrange contracts. So it's kind of worth doing it now, I think. Do we have any better configurations for this? Oh, this only has one configuration. Okay. Alright, let's tool this thing, because we know it works. And then let's modify our launch pad. Everything else is still fine. So that modification has begun. And then we'll get this thing building. Gleb asked about the rocket. We can now say it's 200% effective. That's true. It's twice as effective as it could have been. That's so true. Shout out. Alright. We will just warp to that being done. Oh, now we need money. Ooh. Let's do a little bit of warping. Do I have auto-hire researchers on? I do. At what level am I auto-hiring them? I don't know. Whatever. Let's get it queued up, chat. So this still could fail. A first stage failure would certainly kill the mission. But, you know, we don't like to think about such negative things. Alright, it is good for integration. Now, what do we do in the meantime? I feel like we have, like, this is going to take a while to build. This is not going to build quickly. Yeah, it's going to take 160 days. So, early, or mid-1953. So I think what we'll do is... How long is this going to take? Still 131 days? My goodness, we need more researchers. We are so far behind on researchers. I mean, this whole time we're going to be hiring them. Sorry, one moment. I got to look out my window. It is storming. Yeah, no, it is storming. So if I randomly drop out, you guys know why. Okay, what do we have in terms of X-Planes contracts that we can be doing? We can do this one. So I think we'll just do this one. Yeah, let's do that one. Alright, let's get Glenn trained up. Mission X1. And then we will also... Well, shoot. Oh, we have 17 right here. Cool. We will prep you for air launch. Which is going to take about the same time as the training. So that's good. And we'll start out today with a little X-Planes launch. That sounds like fun. Get a little contract done. Get a little science. Get a little bit of this, a little bit of that type shit. I like how it's still called temporary because we still haven't named this thing. That's kind of sick. Alright guys, it's time for the technically first real launch of the stream. This is very exciting. I am excited. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. Music ominously cuts out right as we're about to start. New song starts to build. Hell yeah, guys. All 3 engines lit. I'm actually pretty proud of this X-Plane build. This thing looks pretty damn cool in terms of like a X1 model. It is very cool compared to like the sort of standard, I think. I wonder if that thunder comes across on the stream. It's very loud outside right now. I'm just vibing, dude. This is sick. Okay. So we need to reach 700 meters per second between 10 and 28 kilometers, which we will definitely do. And then we need to reach 28 kilometers. I think this thing maxes out at... I don't actually know. I should probably know that. 30, maybe? So if we go above 30, Glenn will suffocate and die. Which would suck. That wouldn't be great. So let's, we'll try not to let that happen. Alright, 700 meters per second is rapidly approaching, so we can start our climb a little bit more aggressively here. Do we have any other interesting contracts here? Yeah, we can do the 900 meters per second one too, probably. And just get some extra reputation and stuff. What are you saying? What to, Major General? Okay, there's 25 kilometers. There's 900 meters per second. And... oh my goodness, my apoapsis is way too high. Ooh, no, 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 no. Oh, we're fine. We're still under aerodynamic control. We're chilling, guys. What? Why was I even worried? Why was I even worried? Yep, okay. We need to descend now. Descend, 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 descend. Descend, descend, descend. Okay, so he was just suffocating for a couple seconds there. It was no big deal. It was good. No, look, guys. Was it even, like, was there ever a doubt that he was going to, like, get hurt or something? No, of course not. Of course not, guys. It was never even an issue or a worry. Look at this thing peacefully glide through the air. Contract is complete. We just need to land. And we also got some records done. Fantastic. Breath test. Yeah, exactly. We have a little bit of fuel remaining. So I think what I'll do... Well, we're going to do this. We're going to do a braking turn quickly. Try and slow down and try and get just a couple little time of supersonic science if we can get it. Okay, we had one of them fail in reignition. We'll just... we'll run these engines till we're out of fuel just to maintain speed here and just... Oh, we went too fast. That's the problem. Is that with like no fuel in this thing, it's so light that it just really wants to go too quickly. Get some hazard pay. Do they get hazard pay? You think they get paid? Dude, you have not been around long enough if you think these guys are getting paid. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, my bad. Yeah, hazard pay, 3 weeks PTO, stock options in our space agency. Yeah, all that for sure. For sure. Yep. Yeah, totally. Okay, we're gonna use this last little bit of fuel. We need to not overshoot in a way that we're not gonna be able to come back. But it looks like we're fine right now. And yeah, I mean, we're getting like a science point, which isn't bad. I mean, it's, you know, it's passive science. Might as well do it while we're doing these missions. Well, these contracts. And there's our fuel gone. And we are out of the Mach 2 regime. Okay. Or out of the Mach 1 regime, according to the game. Nice plane, by the way. Thank you. I really like this thing. I think it looks really cool for what it is. I mean, it's meant, you know, it's not exactly an X1, right? But it's, I think for doing something different than an X1, this thing is pretty cool. It also looks okay. I mean, I certainly could have done a couple of things to make it look a little nicer, but... I wonder if I can use these things as spoilers. Or will they just... Are they going to deploy in opposite directions, though? Yes, they are. Oh my goodness. Okay, never mind. Yep, that's not what we wanted it to do. Now, I mean, these I can use as spoilers. But I just have to set like a reasonable control deflection on them where the canards can still take over control. Something like that. I mean, I can also just use them as air brakes. Or just like parachutes, basically, like this. And just slow ourselves down like ridiculously fast. But we may enter into an unrecoverable spin if we do anything like that, so let's not get too crazy. Okay, I really need this thing to start pitching up a little bit quicker. We're going to turn off fly-by-wire. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, this could be bad. We need to get ready to eject. Well, he's still alive. We didn't kill him. We did not kill him. Yeah, no, I mean, he's alive. That one's kind of my bad. I tried a little bit of experimentation there that probably should not have happened. Whoopsies. Well, I guess we should probably build another one of those then, huh? Alright, well, let's build another one of those. Ooh, you know what, though? We can make it better now. We can make this into aluminum, which will make this thing, like, way better. So yeah, no, I knew we needed a new one, so I was doing, like, a little insurance write-off kind of thing. That's all. That's all we were doing, guys. Just, you know, now the insurance is going to pay us out, and we can make a better model. Just a little bit of fraud, you know. Pilot help OSHA. It's on the way. It's on the line. What do I tell them? Oh, that was a standard maneuver that all of our pilots are trained for. He knew what he was getting into. He signed a waiver. Just like, yeah, something along there would be good. I think they'll get the gist. You know what I mean? Okay. Well, okay. We gotta actually name this thing now. Does anyone have a good name idea for this thing? Because like, I can't just call it temp now. What are we gonna name it? Okay, I gotta turn down that, up that. One moment. Sorry, I'm playing with my V2. Okay. What do we call this thing? Anyone have a name? OSHA's worst nightmare? That's a good name. Perfect. Save and build. I think OSHA's worst nightmare is pretty good, right? That seems like a pretty reasonable name for it. Alright, that's going to take 106 days to build. Our research is so far behind that I think we probably want to focus on hiring those instead of taking engineers and this. So we might just do some warping here, to be honest. Because we need the researchers. We need this to all finish. We're pretty close to our rep cap, so I think we just a little bit of warping here. I hate doing it. I don't like doing it. But we're going to do it. Okay. We will train Mr. Well, this is done. Yeah, and then we will start training Mr. Glenn back on OSHA's worst nightmare, which is now updated and better. I will let it be known. This is a better vehicle, kind of. How are we doing on researchers? 132. Yeah, we really need more researchers. Oh my goodness, that was way more warping than I meant to do. Okay, anyway. Let's start a little bit further away this time. Because we had a lot of issues there, in case you guys didn't notice. I honestly think this thing would be a pretty good glider, so I don't think we need to worry about spawning too far away. And also we have a parachute on it, so we can just end up in the water. Alright, pitch up. All 3 engines lit. With our new aluminum fuselage, we should be much lighter. Oh yeah, baby. Look at this thing go. Well, it really does make a difference, though. My goodness. This thing is flying, like, way better. Because it used to fly like kind of a brick when it was full of fuel. I mean, to be honest, I guess it kind of flies like a brick the whole time. But we don't need to talk about that. Alright, we're just doing a little bit of time warping here. But here, you know what? Let's use our camera tools. Target self. Check this out, guys. Check this out. From. No, I want to up this. I want this to go faster. Check this out, guys. Boom. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Also, let's check on our contract. We hit our 700. We don't need to go past 700 this time. So we're going to throttle down here. And there's our 28, basically. Because we'd like to get as much of the supersonic science done as we can. We're just going to cut the throttle here. Let ourselves climb up to the altitude for the contract, which is right now. There we go. And now we're just going to put it into cruise flight. We're going to let ourselves slow down until we are around our speed here. Oh, the cruise flight director is going to get... It's not going to work because we're still way too high up. There's not enough air up here for us to maintain, like, proper flight without a crazy angle of attack. Let's try here. I think it will like here a lot better. Please be careful not... I don't know what you're talking about last time. Does anyone know what he's talking about? I don't think anything happened last time. I didn't notice anything. Did you guys notice something last time that you like failed to report to your supervisor or something? Why? Why are these? What? I I don't understand why these are saying they failed when they clearly have not failed. Whatever. Don't care. Don't care, didn't ask. There was no last time, nothing went wrong. We're totally fine. We're having a great normal flight here. We're just collecting our science, okay? See, my issue, it's not letting me... Oh, I can turn on the thrust limiter. If I do 0, does it do anything? Oh, it literally just doesn't do it. Okay, cool. Oh, I can make these independent. And then, oh. I can remove this one from symmetry. There we go. I can make those independent. Now if I do this... Hey, there's a workaround. I can only use the bottom engine. Okay, cool. Because we just want enough throttle where we're maintaining speed and not losing it. With 3 engines, even on minimum throttle, we're still accelerating. So I kind of need a way to not do that. Alright, cool. We are raking in some supersonic science. It's honestly, like, not that much of a science gain, but the thing is, it's like, we want to do these contracts for the rep gain, for the money and all that stuff, so we may as well do our, get some passive science in the background as well. It's kind of my philosophy. So, I mean, while we're up here, we might as well use our extra fuel to, build up our scientific reserves. We're still gonna almost... we're still gonna have to do some pretty aggressive maneuvers here to stop. So that's not great. And there's our fuel. Oh, no, we have a little bit more. And there's our fuel. Okay. Fly-by-wire. And we're gonna do a pretty aggressive turn here. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, because we still have some more science time. Well, okay. We're just gonna let our speed naturally degrade here. How did our craft fly up to that height at the start of the flight, pilot? So that's, like, meant to be simulating getting dropped from, like, a B-51. Like, it's meant to be, like, you're getting air-launched, because that's how a lot of the X-planes were done. Yeah, like, it would be really cool to build, like, an air-launch platform and do it, like, manually instead of just having the game do it. But to be quite honest, that's so much work. And also, like, so much money that would be taken away from programs when, you know, the game does it for free. So, I'm just not gonna do it like that. Just a little bit of Jebediah maneuvering here. Pretty standard stuff, to be honest. Okay. So it seems like we're the most controllable around like 250 meters per second. And below that, we become a little hard to control. And it's not because we're not able to be controlled. It's that the aircraft is not aerodynamically stable enough. And so the autopilot is basically being like, hey, don't mess this up, or, you know, you'll die because you'll be unrecoverable aerodynamically. So the autopilot is stopping me from pulling, like, max deflection on the, or the fly-by-wire is stopping me from pulling max deflection on the surfaces. So, you know, chill. We're a little bit fast. We're going to do a little bit of snaking here, but we're looking good. I think we said we wanted to be like 150 was the ideal for this craft, but we also do have the we also have the aluminum fuselage now, which is going to make us a lot lighter. So I don't know. Let's just try hold it here. Seems pretty good. 140, 140 over the numbers. All right, nice little flare. Brakes are enabled. Parachute's coming out. And may I say, a fantastic mission. All-round success. Great job, everybody. Great job, Glenn. Round of applause in the chat for Glenn. Big ups there for Mr. Glenn today. A little bit better than the last one. A little bit. And look at that. We've reached 10 signs, which means stretch. Oh, what does it look like when I stretch for Gleb? That's actually such a funny point. Ugh, I don't even know what that looked like. Oh, good stretch. Okay, we are going to grab satellite era electronics. Or do we want to grab 1958 orbital rocketry? Let's grab the electronics. Because we need satellite era science. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we have all of our research queued up to go orbital. And we also haven't completed all of our the science that we can easily do right now. That's kind of sick. Nasty. What are the... Oh, no, that says stretch, not screech. That's like to make me stretch. Yeah. Okay, supersonic flight will be done soon. We are behind on that because we are behind on researchers. Pretty bad. We might want to start hiring those a little bit more aggressively. Let's leave ourselves 1,500 in reserve. Give ourselves 250. Because we really need those researchers. Okay, OSHA's worst nightmare has been recovered, and Bingzoid Bio is ready for launch. This is a big launch, guys. This is a this one will decide if we finish our first program now, or if it's going to be a little bit longer. All right, let's get hyped up, everybody. Come on. Oh yeah, music's kicking in. Might go back to mission control quick. Hey, everybody. Get this shit going. We need this to be a complete success. There can be no failures here. All right, guys, come on. There's nobody here. It's just me. All right, anyway. See, look, we're using our new scenes and our backgrounds for content. All right, let's do it. Oh boy. Okay. Come on, baby. This is a big one. This is a very big one. Now, we do have engine out capability on the second stage. I cannot say the same for the first. Ooh, I can turn down the thrust limiter on me, so I'm probably going to do that to 56. I should not be able to do that in flight. That seems slightly broken. Whatever. I did it. Nobody's going to stop me. I have 10 people watching on YouTube. If you're on YouTube right now, say something in the chat. Say hi. That's kind of, I think that's like the most we've ever gotten on a YouTube stream. See, guys, there is a reason to do YouTube streams besides just, you know, you might as well. Okay, we've almost made it to a full duration burn on our first. Okay, guys, we are looking pretty good here. Okay, engine burnout. Beginning the spin. Separation. Ullage. Ignition. Okay, we had a slight tumble. I honestly don't know what caused that, but we're okay. Both engines lit. That's the biggest thing. We need this surface speed to be 2,200 meters per second, above 140,000 kilometers. We're doing good. It's looking good. Okay, there's our surface speed. We're gonna get it a little bit higher. Not that much higher. Okay, that's plenty. Because we don't want it to decay until we get to the altitude. Perfect. We did that perfectly. Okay. Now, I've got to be honest with you guys. We are a little bit higher here than we're meant to be. So, there is a slight concern that we might explode on re-entry. Especially because we did not burn all this fuel. I gotta be honest with you guys. This could be bad. We're gonna be coming in very hot here. Okay, one time. One time from the one time. Suffering from success, literally. Okay. Please. Please. Okay, that's good. We wanna re-enter kind of sideways. That's good. Maximum drag. Okay, we're losing our wings. That's fine. We don't need them. Okay, we're losing our other things. We don't need them. Let's chill. We fucking did it. Let's go! Come on! Look, we didn't need that stuff. That was just weight savings. Look, we're landing. What would this be? I don't know what this would be from the Cape. Titusville? We might be landing in Titusville. I don't know. We're going to deploy that parachute early because we're not playing any games here. Alright, parachute deploy. Come on, guys! That's actually so big. I am so happy. I am so happy. Wait. I gotta tell the boys they did a good job. Boys, I gotta say, all of you in this room, I'm proud of you guys. Great job, everybody. I had to shout out the boys in Mission Control, you know? I gotta give them a good shout out. Alright, let's bring this boy home. Alright, I have to quickly take a phone call, which is kind of terrible timing. So I'm just gonna let you guys watch this and I will be right back. Okay, we're so back. Sorry about that. Guys, it worked. We landed. Wait. Oh, sorry. I gotta bring Gleb back. Okay, we're back. Guys, we're done. The contract complete. We fucking did it. This is massive news. This is big for the program. This is fantastic. So that is our very first program complete here. Go to Ministering Building, Suborbital Research, completed 2 years early, pretty much. More than 2 years early. So, yes. And now we can take early rocket development at breakneck, because we have plenty of competence. And we can look at getting some new leaders. Let's get some new leaders. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That's pretty good. That's actually really good. That's really good. That's insanely good. Yeah, it's just gonna be Chris Craft here. That's just not even close to being a question. Okay, are any of these good? I'm not going to take any of those right now. Yeah, I'm not going to take any of those right now. Okay, program complete, everybody. Round of applause in the chat. It's going to be the future of the program now. Well, now we have to build ballistic missiles. Is the next thing. We also, once this completes, we'll be doing more X-Plane stuff. But yeah, ballistic missiles is going to be the big thing now. We may want to speed up getting, well, really speed it up. We'd like to get basic rocketry soon, because we kind of want this engine for our downrange. But we can see if we can do the downrange with the build that we have now. We might be able to. We can definitely do the 3K. I don't know about the 5K. Ballistic missile. Yeah, like, you know, for killing people. No, so all the contracts are downrange contracts now, which are like basically how far can you go downrange. I know that's crazy stretch there. We also do have to build one of these because we have to quickly do a another contract. So we're gonna build a little sounding rocket really quick, just to knock a little sounding or a little contract out of the way, lads. So we'll take 17 lab, slap them onto sounding. That's going to take 32 days, which is fine. We can actually rush this. Well, yeah, we probably don't want to rush it. It's a lot of money. Yeah, so this is the problem. The starting funds from this are like really bad, and we haven't quite hit like the peak or anywhere near the peak of our X-Planes research. So money is going to be a little tight, but that's fine. It's no big deal. So 32 days till that is done. We're pretty much limited by research right now, so we're kind of happy to just get this out of the way. We are way ahead of our rep cap, which is fantastic, which means we're making, so reputation will give you a subsidy, so like basically a fixed income per year, based on the amount of rep, and we have it like we're like 200 above the cap, so we are making all the money that we could be desiring to make, which is great. All right, little sounding launch, not very exciting. I mean, it is flight data for this. We're almost maxed out, which is actually really nice, because we'll probably end up using that on our downrange rocket. So, no complaints there. And then, guys, we are going to be moving towards orbit very quickly here. Things are going to be speeding up. Every launch is kind of important. I mean, that's true. That is true. And, like, this will also get us science, and it'll get this contract complete, so certainly a reason to do it. But once we finish this program, it's going to be right on to going orbital, which I think we should be able to have our first orbital attempt in this video. I'd be surprised, or in this stream. If the first one fails, then maybe, you know, less likely that we are able to do it, but I think we should be able to at least get the first attempt. Good ignition on the second stage. Fantastic. Oh, we have sounding payload on here. We do not need that on here. Whatever. We're sending it. Dude, 15 people on YouTube and nobody in chat. Guys, Twitch, you guys are cooler. Like, we only got 6 on Twitch, but we got chatters, you know what I mean? Like, YouTube, you guys gotta step it up a little bit. I gotta give giveaways. It'd be like, first person to chat on YouTube gets a copy of KSP. That's not legally binding, by the way. I'm not being serious about that. Okay. Oh man, we have a lot of science that we're missing out here. We need to actually keep building these sounding rockets and launching them, which is really freaking tedious, but we definitely need to do it. Because yeah, we're missing out on like 20 science here, which is a lot. Spinny rocket. Man, that kind of sucks. I don't really want to do these launches. They're kind of boring as hell. But we probably should do it. 2 blurkers, apparently. I mean, I never have more than like 1 viewer on YouTube too, so having 15 is kind of crazy. I know, like lots of them, but just nobody in chat. I don't know why. Maybe they're not even real. Who knows? Honestly, I was pretty close to stopping streaming on YouTube, so maybe I will, I guess I'm not going to be stopping that now. Yeah. I love that this has, like, aerodynamic lift for bodies, so the missiles will just start flying like an airplane like this. It's kind of funny. Should probably pull that parachute at some point. See, like, this is the problem. This is the part that, like, makes these missions so tedious, is watching this stupid thing, come back to the ground. So I'm going to have to do like 4 more. Ah, man, I missed it. Well, we got the contract done anyway. And we got some science. We'll do, we'll keep doing these, but we'll just have them going in the background. Just something to do to fill time as well. While we're doing research and stuff. But yeah, that was 7 science. I mean, we definitely need to have them going. Still way over our rep cap, which is great. Do we feel like we need basic rocketry for our downrange? I don't think so. Yeah, I definitely don't think so. So I think we're fine on that. Research needs to accelerate like really fast. I mean, we're auto hiring them, but we are so far behind on our research right now. It is it's a big issue. So let's try and lock that in. We have plenty of unlock credit and stuff like that. We don't have a ton of money right now. So, yeah. Let's try and design our 3K downrange vehicle, because we know it's going to take forever to build. I'm going to do something I don't typically do. Typically, when I build these downrange vehicles, my goal is to make one vehicle that can just do both of them. I think we're not going to end up doing that today. I think what we'll end up doing is just trying to get one of them out of the way first. Well, we can also get one of these building in the meantime. I'll just take that off. Let's have one of these integrating. They cost us 300 funds to build. And they're okay, so I'm gonna build off of this general platform, I think. I think this is pretty good in terms of what we want to do here. But instead of having the biocapsule stuff on top here, we are going to build a downrange thing. So obviously the nice thing about downrange is that we do not need to recover it in any way, shape, or form. So it can pretty much just be a engine and a stage, something like this. Like, yeah, I mean, that's 2,000 meters per second right there. And we're not even full burning this. Okay, also, let's check here. Is there any better versions? We want... Yeah, that's a pretty good ISP right there. And it's more reliable. And it's more thrust. So there's really no reason not to get one of these. So we're going to switch to one of these. Yeah. We can also make this bigger now. Something like that. And we can also make it a little bit longer. So yeah, I mean, this weighs 400 kilograms and it gives us 2,600 meters per second at delta V. That's pretty unbeatable, to be honest. So this will be our very, very top stage. The only thing we have to still do to it is add a couple ullage motors to it. Just have them like that. It seems reasonable. Turn down the thrust limiter on these. Like 40, 39 is fine. And then, yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it. And then just make a tiny little inner stage here. So diameter of this 400. Might make it, well, actually, well, we'll do it this way. Just move this up until the ullage boosters are covered like that. There you go. And we'll reduce the height. And we'll turn our base size down quite a bit as well. Well, not that much. It's 800, 700. Yeah, it is. Okay. Gotta be honest with you guys. I think this is enough. I actually feel quite confident that this is enough to get us where we need to go. We'll try it, obviously, but I actually feel pretty good about this. so let's try to send Bingzoid Bio downrange, shall we? I shouldn't have called it Bingzoid Bio. I should change the name. This might do 5K. I don't know what the Delta V requirements are, to be honest. This has 6,800, which seems like enough. It's definitely enough for the 3K. Maybe enough for the other one as well. I don't know. We'll find out. We will find out. Alright, sorry. We're back. Didn't mean to go at nighttime. That's fine. Alright, so we need to learn how to fly this thing is one of the first things. So I think at 100 meters per second, we're going to pitch over and let it do a gravity turn. So let's say we pitch over, and let's say we leave it right above the 70. Maybe right on the 70. Okay, we're below the 70. That might be too aggressive. We'll see. You know what? That actually feels pretty good. Yeah, I don't hate that at all. I mean, we're still in the atmosphere. Definitely a bit too much. For this part. Get the spin going here. Yeah, I think that was a little bit overly done on the pitch over there. But we'll see. Good ignition on the second stage. Man, this is freaking beautiful. Look at this. And then there's just Gleb in the bottom right ruining your guys' view. Let me quickly remove Gleb. Look how pretty that is. It's like a background, dude. That's beautiful. Alright, anyway. Okay. Not looking too bad here, actually. Separation, ullage, and ignition. Alright, we'll see how we do. I don't know. We need to be like over here for 5K, which that definitely does not feel like we're going to be over there. But for 3K, I think this almost certainly will do it. So we'll see. I think we could pitch over a little bit less aggressively. It felt like we were still probably have some pretty poor... Yeah, we have 258 meters per second of drag losses, which is pretty poor. So we definitely want to change that. Yeah, we're actually a good fraction of orbital velocity right now. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, that might be 5K. Let's look at our downrange distances right here. Oh my goodness, it's so close. Oh, it is 5K. Wow. Okay. Now, this isn't quite enough because we do need to add some sounding payload when we actually go for the 5K contract. But that's pretty good. And that's a very, very simple vehicle that we can fly. So yeah, that's kind of sick nasty. Let's tool this thing up. Only 1100 to build too. Might as well just build it. We don't have the propellant, so we're going to modify the GSC real quick. Yeah, I mean, that'll work. Flat Earthers will say Gleb ain't real. They wouldn't dare. They wouldn't dare question the legitimacy of Gleb. How could you question the legitimacy of Gleb? Okay. Kind of curious how long this thing is going to take to build. Hopefully it's not forever. That would be kind of cool. Oh, wrong one. Let's see. I think we're on the wrong playlist right now. So Spotify does this really cool thing. Yeah, where it'll just switch to artists that aren't copyright free. Just midway through me playing the music. Which is so cool of them. Wow. Yeah, it's still like 100 days. If we fill out the engineers, 82 days. Wow. And we're losing money. So that's bad. Yeah, that's not great. I mean, we could scrap OSHA's Worth's Nightmare and make $1,000 back and use that as like basically a loan. Don't really want to do that. I mean, we're probably only losing money while Gleb 1 Bio is building. If I take 10 engineers away from that, no, I'm still losing money. I mean, I can take engineers away from new Gleb, but then it becomes 111 days. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's finish this bio launch, and then we'll move all those engineers back over to main one. I think that's probably the play here. Yeah, so now we'll grab these engineers and throw them back onto Gleb. Now we're just losing, right? We're barely losing money at all. So that'll be fine. That should be chill. Alright, just another bio launch. Let's send it. Okay, it's not quite what I expected that to do. Kind of cool though, isn't it? I think there's a lot cooler stuff that I can do with this. But I don't know. Get more funding for Gleb space program. Yeah, let's start that hashtag. Look how fast it is. I don't know. I like playing with the camera tools. They're kind of fun. Alright, Araby's coming down. We have the signs running. This. So this also gives us flight data for our downrange. So there is a reason to do this, besides just getting some signs. So it's not like entirely useless. Just gonna time warp a little bit here. Because yeah, we really would like to max out this science, because there is an inevitable science drought that's gonna happen. Now again, we'll still get a lot from the X-planes and stuff, so I'm not like incredibly worried about it. But anyway, hey guys, if you're watching on YouTube right now, make sure to like the stream and send some hearts in chat. See if that works. See if that does anything. Anyway, there you go. Time warp time. Trying to get these missions over with as quick as possible. Alright. Science, science, science. Oh, we got all that science. Oh, so we just have the low... Just have the atmospheric science then. That's not all that bad then. Well, hey, if you guys are on Twitch, you guys should quickly go to the YouTube stream, say something in chat, and, you know, like the stream and stuff. That would be cool, I guess. Pull parachute like now. And more waiting. Okay. Well, hey, the Major General. And he's throwing hearts in it. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know how much the like likes actually make a difference on YouTube. I think they make quite a big difference on how much it shows up in like the algorithm. Because YouTube isn't like Twitch. Like I feel like with Twitch people seek you out, but with YouTube people get shown your stuff. Do you know what I mean? So it feels like it's a lot more important to like have a good algorithm score thing on YouTube. I don't know if that's true. I might just be making that up. Feels like it could be true. Feels like something that, like, you know, makes sense. So, yeah, sure. Alright, we got 14.9 here. I think the most important thing is satellite aeroscience, although the RD-105 would be nice to have. Um, but we need this stuff for getting contracts done. So we're gonna grab that. And then how close are we to getting this? We're only 2 science points away. That's easy. Okay, cool. So we are losing money. But a very small amount of money. In fact, over the month, we're going to make money. So that's kind of cool. I'd like to be running OSHA's Worst Nightmare missions, but that's not going to happen. So, I think it's time to Mr. Bingzoid here. 57 days, we're going to be warping. I don't think we can do much else, to be honest. We just don't have the money right now. Our subsidy cap is increasing, and also our contracts are giving us more money, or our programs. So we are increasing in our efficacy here. But all right, 3K attempt. Let's do it, guys. This is a big one. Let me quickly talk to the guys back in launch control really quick. Hey guys, hey, everybody, listen up. This one's kind of important. So like, you know, don't fuck it up, guys. All right. Anyway, sorry. I just had to quickly give them a little motivational speech, you know. All right, let's do it. I gotta motivate my employees. You know what I mean? All right, we're gonna fly this thing exactly how we flew the last one. Maybe a little bit less aggressive. Maybe right there. Okay. I think our employees probably feel pretty motivated. I don't know how you guys feel. I would be pretty motivated. Alright, this all looks good. How are we doing our flight data on this? Not a lot of flight data on that engine, but whatever. Have you tried throwing something at them? That's a good idea. That is a good idea. I'd like to have it where like I can have animated little Kerbals running around in the background, like you're in the VAB. I think that'd be kind of cool, but that might be beyond my creation skill set. All right, we're gonna start the spin. We're gonna separate. We are going to ullage. And we're gonna do ignite. Good ignition on both. Let's go. Oh no, there's nothing too far about throwing things at Kerbals. They deserve it. Have you seen how often my rockets fail? Like, sometimes, you know, they need to be taught a lesson. Okay, so far so good. We're burning a little bit too vertical here. I think our first one might have actually been better. But that's fine. Still have our main power stage coming up. Alright, separation, ullage, and ignition. Here we go. Good ignition. We are on our way. Now again, you know, we have 2,000 kilometers of margin here, in theory. So, should allow for chat at both. Yeah, I agree. It annoys me that the YouTube chat does not appear on screen. It's supposed to. Like, the way I have it set up, it's meant to. But it doesn't. So... Wait, what? Wait, I might have lied. Wait, there might just be like a super easy way to fix this. Okay, somebody type in... Oh, never. See, now that's a problem. Yeah, so like... Okay, so that will work, but that's not what I was going for. And I just deleted the freaking Stream Elements URL. I'm such a buffoon. I'm a dingus. I'm an idiot. Alright, anyway, give me one moment, guys. I gotta pull up the... I gotta pull up the chat overlay. Yep, oops. My bad. Streaming tool overlays. Is this the one with the chat on it? I have one called. Oh no, that's the beer overlay. Where's just the chat? Where's just the chat? I swear I have a chat overlay. Yeah, they're a little different. Where is this? I have this somewhere. What the heck? Sorry guys, 1 second. I suck at streaming. One moment. Was it? I was using a Stream Elements one. I think I was. Maybe I wasn't. No, no. Just. What was I using for a chat overlay? This is annoying me now. What was I using? Was I using Streamlabs? Was I using Streamlabs? I don't remember. So anyway, you guys can enjoy the beautiful views. All right, see you, General. The heck, dude? Oh, is this it? Oh, this is it. Okay, I found it. One moment, guys. Okay, we're back to how it should be. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Let's get back on track here. Someone type in Twitch chat really quick. Also, we made it, obviously. Just quickly letting y'all know. Explosion. Cool. Contract complete. Okay. The chat box is not working again. I just wonder if I can make it so... How do I add a second platform? Streamlabs. I think there is a way to do it, but I don't know what it is. So I just won't bother right now. 24 viewers on YouTube. What the heck? Hey guys. It's good. Hi Bobbles. Sorry about that. Anyway, contract complete. We should be celebrating. That was fantastic. We did great. So now's the hard part. We got to figure out how to go 5K. Yeah, we have 24 Twitch viewers, or YouTube viewers right now. Kind of sick. Thank you for being here, everybody. Yeah, so the problem is we need a sounding payload of 50 units. Honestly, we might not need to change the vehicle all that much. But we'll see. Because, I mean, right now... Whoa. Why are we lagging so bad? We're back. Because, like, right now, we are able to make it 5K. But adding this little bit of mass, I fear be our undoing. It is 50 units, right? Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, that cuts a huge amount of Delta V off that top stage. That's going to be a big problem. Where can we gain performance on this vehicle? I wonder. I genuinely don't know. Because I also don't want to modify my launch pad if I can help it. And we're pretty close to our mass limit, I think. Our mass limit. There it is. Yeah, we're really close, actually. So what can we do? We don't have any new engines. I really don't know. What's the rated burn time on this? Minute and 10 seconds, so I could, like, you know, give it a bit more fuel. Which does give us quite a Delta V bump. But the problem is then we're over our mass limit. Maybe we just have to go over the mass limit. I fear that may just be the answer. rated burn time on this? Oh, there's a better version of it. Better efficiencies, same thrust. Sure, why not? I mean, that's gonna make it a lot less reliable, I guess, but it's definitely a bump. And what's the rated burn time on it? 49 seconds. So I can also expand this a bit. Problem is, we're just getting heavier and heavier by the addition. I think that's all I can do, like, easily. Again, we could go this path of just saying fuck it and just drinking a huge glass of fuck it all and throwing these on it and then throwing some of these guys on it. Basically just using these as little rockets. Just doing something like this. Like, you know, this is an option, and it pretty easily gets us where we need to be. But it also gets us to 20 tons, which 20 tons is quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, let's try this configuration and just see if it's at all reasonable. Oh, I need to change my controllable mass to 20, which is going to also hurt our LTV. Not by that much, though. Okay. Let's simulate this. Mini R7 be like... There's just a lot of ways that this one can go wrong as well. Like, if any of those outer engine fails, I don't know if we have the gimbaling to keep control. But we'll find out, for sure. Oh, these ones are gimbaled. I did not know that. Okay, well. Here's our gravity turn. Kind of. Wow. So that's how quickly those last. I mean, you know, not a lot of burn time, so not a lot of time for things to go wrong, I guess. We need to pitch over a lot more aggressively if we're going to have those on board, though. There's more correct looking. Okay, never mind. We pitched over too much. I'm a buffoon, a dingus, an imbecile. Yeah. I mean, let's try it. Even, you know, we're obviously, this was not the correct way to fly this thing. We had engine failure. Okay, we're just going to try that again. Can't tell if I hate it or not, honestly. Okay, so we had a performance loss on one of them, and we are still controllable. That's interesting. Okay, so if we go right there, we leave it. So we can handle a performance loss on one of them. So they're not like, you know, just begging to make us fail, which is kind of nice. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell if that was a good decision or not. It was 45 degrees. This is looking a lot better in terms of flight angle. I think we at least figured out our flight angle. Oh, and we had an early shutdown on that. Okay, well, we're just going to revert then. Did you see this thing fly all the way through? This will be a really bad time for the Kraken to start fucking us with really unreliable stuff. This is really not the time for that to happen. Again, we had a performance loss on one of them, which again is not the end of the world. So we go right there. So our pitch angle. I mean, yeah, they basically end up acting as just like a kick stage sort of thing, which isn't the worst thing. I mean, it definitely works. I don't know. I'm not insanely against this design right now. but I'd like to obviously see if it works or not. Yeah, I think same thing. I think we pitched over it too hard. Kind of sucks. Because yeah, these aren't even out of there. We're not even close to out of their dynamic pressure. Yeah, we only have an app up, so it's a 50, right? I mean, we'll still send it just to see if this would work, but I don't think it is. Alright, well, we had good ignition on those at least. Yeah, we're just not high enough. We're still in the atmosphere here. Alright, let's try this one more time and switch up the flight path a little bit. I think that may be the only option. Alright, so we get to 100 meters per second. Let's try to pitch over to 70 this time. Yeah, let's try that. Time warp through this because it is controlled. So now that looks a little bit shallow, but maybe it isn't actually, because it does get us out of the lower atmosphere a little bit nicer. Yeah, you know what? I don't hate that actually. We also can ignite this immediately. So we start our spin, separate, ignition, ignition. Yeah, I don't hate that flight path. It seems like it's actually wants to be somewhere right in between. But it's not bad. I mean, we're firing at what angle right now? Like, just under... Yeah, I think it's kind of hard to tell because obviously we're spinning. Something like that. We can also have those happen at the same time. Oh, we had a performance loss on one of them. Shoot. That almost certainly will be a killer, if that happens. But again, let's see where we end up. Yeah, I mean, that's just going to sap so much energy away from us. Steering losses are going to be insane on that. We're going so parabolic. We're shooting at way too high of an angle, and we're also not putting our energy in the correct direction. So, yeah, that's not going to work. I mean, again, we'll see where we end up, but... I think with a successful launch, this would end up being successful. Like, okay, yeah, with a successful launch, this would end up being successful. Go figure. I think with a successful launch, this would end up being, like, enough. I mean, we actually are, like, pretty dang close, too. We're not there, but we're not, like, that far off, even with all that stuff going wrong. Yeah, we end up at 4.4. We'll try this one more time. I think this vehicle works. It's a little bit overkill, probably. But you could definitely turn this into, like, a little LightSat launcher at some point. Don't know if that would actually ever be the play, but we definitely could. Alright, so we said our pitch over wasn't quite enough that time. So 100 meters per second, we're going to pitch over. We're going to go to just past 70. Right there. Alright, let's try that. Alright, time warp, time warp, time warp. Okay, I'm liking this. Okay, I'm liking this a lot. We're at like 40 degrees on burnout, which is basically correct. We'll start the spin. These are ready for ignition, so we'll go ahead and do these. And we had a failure. Oh my goodness, why are these failing so hard? This is insane. Oh, it's because we're using the new models. Okay, we're going to change that. We're not going to use those because they are way too unreliable for this. Yeah, we're using the wrong... because we changed the model of these engines. We're going to go back to the first ones because we have 10,000 flight data on them. I know it's going to slightly hamper our Delta V. It's not even that much of a loss. Yeah, it's not really even a question then. That just needs to be changed like that. Okay, how much do we lose if we take these off? Okay, those are giving us a solid little bit. how much bigger can we make these while staying under 20 tons, I wonder? Shoot. Okay, so not very much bigger at all, is the answer. I hate this. You have to like replace them, get it to update on here, get your mast update, which is not cool, is it? Makes it a little... Alright, turn vert scale up. Now we can still get a little bit more out of them. Do we just, as long as we're under 20 tons, that's fine with me. There you go. It's about the maximum we can possibly take. Okay. Let's send this. I need some good energy on this one, guys. Some hearts in the YouTube chat or some emotes in the Twitch chat. See? Look, I am I can do both. I'm cool like that, you know? Alright, let's do it. Mission. Good. Looking for 100 meters per second. 100 meters per second. Full pitch over. Going to sit just past 70. There we are. Okay. That is everything we needed for those. Yeah, those definitely do give us a nice little extra boost there. That is for sure. Hey, someone is giving hearts in the YouTube chat. Let's go. Dude, got some hearts in the YouTube chat. Shout out YouTube. Alright, pitch angle looks good. Everything looks pretty good here. Alright. We have main engine cutoff in 5 seconds. These will be ready to light once that happens. Engine cutoff. Ullage and ignition. Good ignition on both. Okay, I'm liking this a lot more. I'm feeling a lot better about this. Hey, shout out YouTube chat with the hearts. I appreciate it, guys. If you're in the YouTube chat right now, let me know in, or if you're in the YouTube stream right now, let me know in chat. Say hi. It's cool to have people here. Okay. We're looking pretty good right now. Yeah, we're actually looking fantastic. Wow, this thing is, like, shockingly close to being orbital, actually. It's kind of crazy. Alright, separation, ullage, and ignition. Good ignition. Okay. Yeah, we are not going to be far off from having orbital velocity here. It's kind of crazy. But I think it is needless to say we're going to smash through our distance objective here. Yeah, this thing is plenty. We probably over-designed this thing a little bit, but it works. So, I'm not going to complain. Yeah, we actually did not even fly that right. We still went way too vertical. Alright, cool. Let's just prove that we're good. Yep, cool. Contract complete. And we're like in the center of the earth. Awesome. Alright, let's edit our launch mount. Man, the hearts are crazy on YouTube. Thank you so much, y'all. Appreciate that. Okay. We're broke right now, but that's chill. We're going to spend 10,000 on that. We're going to modify our launch complex to be able to handle this. Not need it to be any better than it absolutely has to be. And then this thing's ready to go. We need to finish modifying that and get some money in our pockets. And then we will be ready. Yippee! And then we will be ready for to get this program done with, which is kind of hype. I can't lie. Wow, we're losing so much money. What? Okay. Wow, we're still losing money. You're so poor. Okay, I'm going to scrap this aircraft. I really don't like doing that, but we need the funds right now. Alright, 12 days till that's done. Okay. If I put... Okay, I'm just going to not do any research while I'm waiting to have enough funds to build that thing. I think that's enough. I'm going to get a little bit more, just in case. Oh, we're auto-hiring. Oops. Alright. If I turn this back up... Okay, I'm still gaining money. If I start building this thing, will I still be gaining money? 'Tis a question. We are ready to build it. So let's send it. Man, it's a little bit expensive on unlock credit. It might have been a waste on that, to be honest. But I think using those little side engines does give us flight data for the later RD series, which is kind of cool. Okay, we are still gaining money. And we have, we're not maxed out in engineers. This is going to take 400 days to build. What? Okay. So that's kind of annoying. Oh, we have unassigned engineers, though. Oh, we can almost max it out, but then we're losing money. It's also only going to take 187 days, then. Well, we can slightly reduce our research rate, which is going to kill us. Like, this is such a big problem right now. Yeah, but we can get this program done with, and then we can get money. Yeah, okay. Let's just send it. Okay, we are now gaining money. We'll be ready in 107 days. We're still hiring researchers sometimes. Oh, our rep. Just look at our rep disappear. Alright, we are in April of 1954. That actually feels really good. Is that a good, like, timeline to get this done with? That feels pretty good. I don't know. Okay, guys. This is the big one. If this succeeds, we are on to picking up our orbital programs. And we will have completed our first 2 programs by April of 1954. That might be a new record for us. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. All right, if there's ever a time for hearts in the chat, I need it right now. On YouTube and on Twitch. I am going to quickly yell at Mission Control. All right, guys. So, I know you guys have been pretty good to me whenever I've yelled at you. So I'm going to have to yell at you again. We need this not to fail. We really need this not to fail. Looking at you, Steve. So, and you, Aaron. My bad, I gotta yell at Aaron. Can we please just have this work? Please, one time. Okay, I love you guys. If you fuck it up, you're all going into prison camps. Alright, cool. I think they got the message. I think they know what's going on. Okay, let's send it. I'm actually, like, anxious. Okay, good ignition on all 4 of the first. That's a great start. 100 meters per second, pitching over. Might have overdone that a little bit, but we can correct it later if we notice that it's a problem. Okay, we're looking good. We are looking good. Oh my goodness. One time for the one time. Oh my gosh, I didn't separate them. I was looking at other stuff. I'm a buffoon. I'm a dingus. Okay. Hopefully that did not cost us too much Delta V. That was very dumb of me. Fantastically stupid, in fact. Okay, we need to pitch down a little bit. We're actually not aggressive enough. I want to be like 35 degrees. There we go. That looks good. Alright. We're still good. I think we have plenty of margin where that's not going to be an issue. We're on a better flight path than we were in The Sims. Alright, here we go. Separation. Ignition. We had an engine failure. Well, I hope my Kerbals like Siberia. Yikes. Big time yikes. Honestly, this is probably slightly my fault because I did not pre-spin it before we separated. But yikes. I mean, we'll fly the mission through. Max flight data engines, by the way. 10,000 out of 10,000 on these. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be making it this time. So first of all, this engine is going to fail before it completes its burn. We are way over its max rated burn time. It's trying to burn 2 engines worth of fuel by itself, which isn't going to happen. Yeah, we're down to 2 minutes mean time between failure, and we still have 20 seconds left of fuel left. So that's not going to happen. 52 seconds mean time between failure. How is this working? Guys, I might have panicked too early. I might have to hold off on that whole prison camp. Okay, so we did fail, but, I mean, that's not bad. Alright, we want to launch at the correct time here. Right now. So you're saying there's a chance. I'll be honest, guys, there is a chance this works. It's not likely. Like, this is probably a failure. But, I mean, it's definitely possible. I'm not even going to look at the map. I don't even want to know. I'm just going to let it do its thing. And we'll see where we end up. Okay. Please, one time, can this just magically decide that it's going to be nice to me today and work? Alright, there's cutoff. See how far we make it. We're not halfway by the time we reach 766, then we're not going to make it. Oh, we're not making it. Not even close. I'm not even going to look, but we're not making it. Aw, man. Yeah, we only made it to 3.8. Man, we're going to have to build another one. Alright, well. Let it explode. That is a pretty large blow to the Space Center here. First of all of our employees are now going to prison camps. Which, you know, that's not going to be very fun for them. Second of all, that rocket takes a long time to build. Like, a very long time. Man. Honestly, we've had pretty insane luck when it comes to launches, so I can't, like, complain too hard. But I'm still going to complain a little bit, because that really sucks. Alright, we need to warp a little bit until we have enough money. It was like 16 something. I think that's enough. Well, that is certainly a shame. But you know what? Things happen. It's not the end of the world. Alright, let's get that queued up. We'll build another one. The problem is, and the kind of the depressing thing is, I already have max flight data on those engines. So we're not going to get any more reliable. 155 days. That is such a blow. I might as well fill out the engineering on this. I can buy one more engineer. Just throw him on there. Which isn't going to save us like any time. We have nothing else to be doing right now. I mean, we're getting our research done, which is nice. But yeah, that really sucks. We pretty much just have to warp through here. Just wasting a lot of time here. I mean, again, we're getting more researchers. We are progressing quite a bit. But that just sucks. And we're under our rep cap now. I mean, we won't be once we get this finished with, but that still sucks. All right, we will not be deterred. We will send it, and we will be okay. I'm not going to threaten them this time. I think maybe the whole prison camp thing might have maybe made him not super interested in helping. So no threats. Okay, we had an engine failure. I'm still just going to send it. I don't think it's the end of the world for those to have an engine failure. I could have stopped it on the pad there. Maybe that was the correct option. But we had some margin, so I think we might be okay. We'll see. Well, I'm liking our flight path this time a little bit more. We still need to bring it down a little bit. We should have pitched a little more aggressively there. But that's pretty good. Okay, you know what? I don't think that early engine failure is going to be a big deal. I think we're going to be okay. Alright, let's get through our Q penalty stage. We're going to pre-spin this time. Alright, Q penalty is gone. Separation, ignition. Both lit. Okay. That is a big deal. That is a very big deal. If we can get full duration burns out of those two engines, I think we're golden. But only time will tell. Yeah, it's insane how much better off we're doing now in terms of our orbital velocity and stuff than last time. I thought we were close last time, but we definitely were not. Capped out at like, what was it? 4,000 meters per second of orbital speed, and we're getting that before we even get to our well, we're not going to quite get that, but we're going to almost get that before we even get to our last stage. So yeah, last time was never happening. Good ignition. Let's let the ignition penalty wear off. Okay. If we do not have a burn failure on this mission, we will have done it. Also, really quick while we're doing this, thank you guys so much for being here on YouTube. I know I've shouted you guys out quite a bit this stream, but it's really nice. If you guys are enjoying the stream, we'll be live tomorrow, so make sure to subscribe and ring that bell. Oh my gosh, I'm such a YouTuber, guys. I'm such a YouTuber. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying, I would appreciate a subscription if you don't mind. I don't know how to ask for this stuff. All right, 6,000 meters per second orbital velocity. That is enough. We definitely did not have the margins I thought we did, but it is going to be enough. Yep, 5,000 meters downrange, complete. We did have like a 500 kilometer margin there. Let's go! Come on! Woo! So exciting. I'm so excited. Okay. So that's big. Rep is coming back, and program is complete very early. And now we can take... Huh? I've never seen that before. What is this? Free Moon Boots funding bill. So I just get passive funding? That seems really overpowered. That's part of the full thrust mod. I'm not going to take that, at least not right now, because that seems like way too powerful. Okay, do we think we can do breakneck for this? Probably not. We can do fast, for sure. Okay, let's look at our leaders here. I think that's just really good. Yeah, I'm just gonna take that. Because the researching speed is just really good. We're just gonna take that. Any of these other ones any good? Not really. Okay, so the money is let me tell you guys, the money, it's flowing in. So we'll be hiring our researchers very quickly now, which is good. We need to hire more of them. I'm gonna go to like 350, reserve 2,500. Yeah. So I think that's probably where we'll leave it today. We didn't get to orbital today. I apologize. I really thought we were going to, but we didn't. That's my bad. But yeah, next time we will be starting up doing some X-Plane stuff and then go for our orbital attempt. So, thank you guys so much for being here. Wait, let me do something. Thank you guys so much for being here. It really means a lot. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next stream. On Twitch, we're going to do a raid. I don't think that's a thing on YouTube, so YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys next stream. Have a good one, everybody. If you're on Twitch, make sure to hop into the raid really quick.